What is up, everybody, and welcome to Series 2 of Universe Mode, The Draft. And back after WrestleMania is Mark Henry, the General Manager of the Red brand, and he's going to start tonight's draft alongside, I can't believe I'm saying this, still SmackDown General Manager, Sami Zayn. So Mark Henry welcoming everybody back. It's going to be 15 male superstars, 5 female superstars. Champions will remain on their current brand, so therefore we already know spots 1 and 2, Perkins.
Yep, so number 3 will be the official number 1, as it were, to make things confusing.
And he is proud to announce that Raw's number 1 pick will be, of course, the man who defeated The Fiend last night for the World Heavyweight Championship, a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion now, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, the man went through hell and somehow got that championship back. Never actually officially lost that championship. He willingly gave it up. He has yet to be defeated for that championship.
I did remember. It was Tommaso Ciampa who threw flaming Molotovs at his house.
He went a bit mad, Tommaso Ciampa.
And that made Drew McIntyre fear for his family's safety. Oh, God. Look at him. You can't go blonde and ginger.
I don't think it was by choice. I think he was forced into the lake of reincarnation by Matt Hardy in that limousine or whatever it was, the hearse. And this has happened to him. At least he's not dressing like a hobo. Of course, we know the first opponent is
SmackDown's first pick, yep, and it is the WWE Champion and the man who made him see the light.
All right.
Hardy.
Interesting choice of words there. Matt Hardy coming over to the blue brand once again.
We could have been starting tonight with Sami Zayn wearing that WWE Championship. And
how would he have
done
that?
If I was Matt Hardy, I'd be a bit cautious towards Sami Zayn right now.
Definitely.
He doesn't seem right in the head, and that's saying something considering how he was in Series 1. Anyway, our second pick, and this is going to be for the mid-card champions now. As Mark Henry says, the man who defeated Adam Cole last night, the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins, number 2 for Monday Night Raw.
I must admit that was somewhat a surprise victory for Seth Rollins in the end. I was sure Adam Cole was going to come and win that match.
The man's undefeated after he's come in as the Monday Night Messiah. How was he shocked?
I know. But Adam Cole's one of the best in the world.
Not sure about that. Not sure about that on last year's form.
Speaking of one of the best in the world.
So number 2 for SmackDown. One of the most inspiring champions the world
has seen. Honest. He was, to be honest.
Right.
Look at
what kind of
him.
Headshot has Sami Zayn wrist? Oh my God, he's dressed up as Elvis.
Look at the state of that man. Look, rocking a new championship. It looks perfect in this attire.
SmackDown was waiting to debut that new championship for a true champion, and instead they've had to put it on Stinky Otis.
He doesn't come any truer than Otis.
Kevin Owens is on the red brand. He is getting away from that maniac Sami Zayn, and I don't blame him.
That is a surprisingly high pick for Kevin Owens considering his last season. Mark Henry must say great things in this man. Rightfully so, to be honest.
Capable of. How many WrestleMania main events has Kevin Owens had?
He's been incredibly talented. Ooh, even Sami Zayn's acknowledging that.
Something's not right here with Sami Zayn.
His friend Matt Hardy. Alright. Interesting. Oh, God. What have he just done? He's talking like
a children's TV presenter at the minute, Sami Zayn. Everything's positive for him.
It is actually, yeah.
Do not trust that man. Do not trust somebody with blonde hair and a ginger beard.
I don't trust this man either, to be honest with you.
I didn't expect to see The Fiend so quickly after WrestleMania, to be honest.
No, I didn't. Sami Zayn risking it all right here.
Tried to take Drew McIntyre to that parallel universe. Who stopped him? Matt Hardy.
Well, that's what he said.
Of the multiverse.
Apparently Matt Hardy promised SmackDown to be safe if he drafted this man. Did Matt Hardy want to face him on the blue brand at some point?
There's going to be shenanigans on SmackDown, considering we've now got The Fiend and Matt Hardy on the same brand, and especially that Matt Hardy is the WWE Champion, and we know The Fiend's going to be coming after that title.
Maybe they'll just cancel each other out in terms of powers and abilities.
But has a weakness been found in The Fiend? Remember, Drew McIntyre defeated him last night.
He did.
The mystique leaving him.
He managed to overcome all and defeat that man, or creature, whatever it is.
So number 4, a former World Heavyweight Champion and a man who set their tag division alight. It is Keith Lee. Does this mean... Well, I guess we'll have to see where Rey Mysterio goes. We could see the splitting up of Bask and Mask.
Yeah, technically they have a rematch clause, but if they get split to separate brands, you've got to imagine that probably won't take place.
That's a very good point. So Keith Lee, a former World Heavyweight Champion, as Mark Henry said. Will he be looking for a solo run?
Oh, here we go. He's preparing for Survivor Series already.
Oh, that's good forward planning, though, by the general manager.
It is forward planning, but it's about 9 months away.
Blimey. Braun Strowman to the blue brand.
Oh, Otis. He's just defeated this man and now he's on the same brand as him. Oh boy.
That's not good. That's not good.
You've got to imagine he'll be coming back for him. Oh, Jesus.
Mark Henry's going to answer straight back here. If SmackDown's going to go for power, then so... Oh, no.
He's not alone.
Roman Reigns. Exactly. You can see him clapping behind him.
No.
Paul Heyman has got himself a new client in Universe Mode, and it is Roman Reigns.
Damn, what's Brock Lesnar thinking somewhere?
I wonder if Brock Lesnar will even get drafted tonight.
That's what I mean. Roman Reigns has been drafted with Paul Heyman, but Brock Lesnar not yet.
Maybe Paul Heyman's just making sure he gets his paycheck, as Brock only appears 2 times a year.
Oh, British strong style. Tyler Bate starting things off.
Can you draft an entire stable?
Apparently.
Greedy Sammy.
Now, Pete Dunne is supposed to be with these two.
Yeah,
it is supposed to be the 3 of them.
Bate and 7.
I don't like this.
Where is he? Money in the Bank and World Heavyweight Champion, remember, Pete Dunne.
Oh, there we go.
That's
Speaking
your answer. Why is he taking out Otis?
Well, Trent Seven has a mid-card championship opportunity. I'm guessing that now is the United States Championship.
They don't have to start tonight. It's only the draft.
He's just sending a message on part of his friend Trent Seven. Pete Dunne laying the beat down on Otis. I'm sure Otis won't take too kindly to that. I'm sure he'll demand a match of some kind. I hope.
So unfortunate, Otis. Number 6, anyway, for the red brand.
Oh boy.
Returned last year and had immediate success.
Oh
it is
boy.
Mr. Money in the Bank, the man who won it at WrestleMania. Pac, the bastard.
I cannot wait to see him take that towards Drew McIntyre, because let's not mince words. Drew McIntyre will still be champion when this man cashes in. Even if he waits all the way till Money in the Bank, no one's defeating Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, he said it there. He has only got till Money in the Bank to cash it in, though, so Pac's got about 3 months to work out when he wants to strike. Once again, positive Sammy. I don't trust the
best wrestlers in the business.
The man.
Now, he did say this man comes with Undisputed Era. They are obviously not with him here
in the
tonight.
last 2 picks, SmackDown's just got about 8 superstars.
They're just bumping up the brand, bumping up that brand. We've got some good picks here. Adam Cole
losing to Seth Rollins last night, being curb stomped onto that ladder.
Imagine calling him one of the best wrestlers in the world and drafting him only 6th.
Well,
oh well, Mark.
Oh God,
Mark.
The man who won that freedom fight last night against Tommaso Ciampa. The loser goes to prison. But it turns out he didn't, because he escaped in the van and then he turned up in the main event, Tommaso Ciampa. But anyway, this maniac, Cesaro, the wrestling purist, is number 7 for the red brand.
Yeah, look what Sammy's saying there. Of course, good luck controlling that maniac. Ridiculous.
They've had quite the history as well, Sami Zayn and Cesaro.
They have. He knows
in
him
the
all
ring
too
and out
well. Oh dear, the former tag team champions have been split up.
Oh, it's happened!
Rey Mysterio on the blue brand now.
I mean, the tag team is shared across both brands, but
it is.
It's going to be difficult when they're on different brands each for fighting. Have we seen the end of Bask and Mask here, or are they going to continue?
I mean, they do still have a rematch clause, so it's possible they could use it at the first pay-per-view, but you never know.
We have got the tag team champions as the upstanding citizens, remember, as well. I don't think they're going to be drafted, but I don't know how Bask and Mask will go about their rematch clause, if they're going to use it or not, as Samoa Joe gets drafted to the red brand.
This man has so much potential. I don't think he's capitalising it for quite some time, but he could be World Heavyweight Championship. I take it back what I said about Drew McIntyre. This man could beat him.
We have got a heavyweight division on Monday Night Raw the way this is going.
Definitely.
I think Mark Henry has a particular type.
Oh, God.
Still technically injured.
Imagine drafting an injured superstar. He won't be long for his back in action. He did have that clash with Cesaro. It was quite brutal. Cesaro absolutely destroyed the man.
Cesaro's path of destruction. Matt Riddle.
Well, those two had quite a feud last season. They had a Falls Count Anywhere match which ended under a bridge somewhere.
Big victories as well for Matt Riddle against Goldberg and Randy Orton, remember?
He was setting up for big things and it just ultimately just stumbled towards the end. I believe it was Elimination Chamber.
Oh no, I've just seen Ribby.
Oh my God.
Number 9, Chris Jericho!
To be fair, it was a monstrous victory. But Chris Jericho is here.
Chris Jericho last night defeated Brock Lesnar. There was some slight help from Seth Rollins, but he did get the victory, and Ribby, of course, revealing himself to be Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho.
Where is it?
Where is Jericho?
Come on down.
Number 9.
He keeps Chris Mark Henry. We'll see Chris Jericho, not Mark Henry.
Oh,
boy.
Oh, it's Jericho arriving.
Of course it is.
He did have some issues last night.
Oh, God!
We left him on a boat, stranded. Oh, God,
he's just crashed into another plane. Now, that doesn't look like it's anywhere near the arena.
Well, yeah, he has had some transport issues.
Yeah,
he's running late.
Into another plane.
He's running late for the draft.
Brilliant.
We're going to have to go to SmackDown.
Oh, Jesus Christ. How can Chris Jericho always fail?
Has he missed the draft, or is he still drafted at number 9?
I'm assuming he's
still on time for the draft.
I'm assuming he's still part of the roster. He just hasn't had his entrance. But he won't
Mark
that
Henry
one bit.
didn't redraft number 9. SmackDown's number 9, the Demon of Darkness.
Yeah, Aleister Black coming back to the brand. He took on a nastier attitude towards the end of the season. Tried to blind Kevin Owens. Hopefully he can capitalise on that. Yeah, Mark Henry respecting that black mass. But he isn't wrong. Yeah, he's
Randy
wrong.
Orton.
The most devastating finisher.
SmackDown may have the black mass, but the Red Brand Raw has got the RKO with the legend killer, Randy Orton.
I'm thinking I might have to start eating my words about Drew McIntyre holding to that championship. There is a lot of people on this brand who could take that championship away from him.
Big time challengers approaching
Drew
McIntyre. Nobody saw coming. A man who left WWE years ago to work on his craft and push himself to new heights.
Whoa.
He's the former protege of Raw's Randy Orton, who we've just seen. Cody Rhodes!
Did not see that coming.
Cody Rhodes is going to SmackDown.
How has he just found Cody Rhodes to draft? The American Nightmare is here. Oh, damn.
Up on AEW and back to WWE he comes, and onto the blue brand.
Damn, Matt Hardy better watch out here.
Ted DiBiase is next.
He might be, you never know.
Evolution.
The crazy things that happen.
Are you putting your money on it? Are you putting all your money on Ted DiBiase being next?
I'm going to go with no.
Oh!
Well.
You were right in doing so. Mark Henry, not a lot of words towards The Undertaker. Remember, they don't get on. Undertaker.
No, they do not.
Injured Mark Henry for a considerable amount of time before WrestleMania. And The Undertaker, after his victory over Daniel Bryan last night, is back to the dead man.
Interesting, going old school.
Big Evil has gone.
He just had to get that out of his system.
Of personality.
After Daniel Bryan made him tap out, or did he? We still don't 100% know. He had to get back at Daniel Bryan.
And he did.
He was only close,
his victory over Bryan. He got his revenge. And now, the American Badass is gone, and the dead man walks again. I agree, Sammy. That is a brave pick.
It is a brave pick. Very brave.
Mark Henry did say revenge is coming, so we'll see how that manifests itself as Apollo Crews is back on the blue brand.
This is actually, I can't believe I'm going to say this, one of Sami Zayn's success stories. The man was nothing. Sami Zayn took over, and then he became WWE champion. What did Apollo Crews?
The most dominant superstar in Universe mode.
Yeah, but then
champion.
He had a blip and did absolutely nothing for a year.
Number 12 then for Raw. In need of some desperate rejuvenation, Mark Henry says. It is the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura.
I believe he was United States Championship for a couple of months, but that was pretty much all he did last season. He definitely needs to get back on top of form. This man is a world champion competitor.
It's going to be difficult though. Look at the roster that Raw's built.
It is very difficult.
How does he even get close to that World Heavyweight Championship?
He just needs to fight ridiculously hard.
Daniel Bryan up next for SmackDown. Of course, he lost last night.
He did come close to winning though. He took it all out of himself at the same time.
Nobody
running knee.
that WrestleMania though.
No,
Daniel
that's
Bryan
true.
came close to winning. He's had his WrestleMania moments, Daniel Bryan, but that wasn't one of them last night.
But he has potential, Daniel Bryan. We've seen it in the past. He could take on Matt Hardy, become champion once again.
Yeah.
Oh, we were just talking about this man earlier tonight.
Is Paul Heyman going to... No, he's not.
He is not
Unless
with him.
he's in the shadows. It's like Paul Heyman
Interesting.
has ditched Brock Lesnar for good. And he has put... he's put all his chips down on Roman Reigns.
That is an interesting decision. Is Brock Lesnar past it in Paul Heyman's eyes? I guess we'll find out later on. What? He used to go by a different
Brainwashed
name.
by Bray Wyatt.
Interesting.
A new identity.
Oh my god. Mr. Brody Lee. We used to know him as Luke Harper. The Exalted One is here. I am curious to see what this man does.
I don't know what to say about this. Where is this man going to go?
I do
Does
not
he go
know.
for the main championship? Is he more for the United States Championship? Is he a tag team player?
I guess time will
Brody
tell.
Lee. So Raw's penultimate pick, then number 14, is going to be the phenomenal AJ Styles, and a man who needs a big year to get back to his best.
Yeah, AJ Styles. I don't remember him doing much, to be honest, last season.
No.
He had a very, very quiet
season. He
season.
picked up a couple of victories, but it was lacking of the AJ Styles. We all know what this man can achieve, and it was nowhere near it. Can Series 2 fare better for the phenomenal one? Count King Bobby Lashley.
King. He always
The man who put down Gordon Ramsay.
He did. He started with some tremendous momentum, and then he met Seth Rollins. But he doesn't have to worry about that this season, as Seth Rollins got drafted to the red brand earlier on tonight. He can focus on being a dominant beast on the blue brand.
So the final two male superstar picks then coming up for Raw and SmackDown. Remember, all those who went undrafted are free agents. They can be assigned a brand following a couple of months into the series. Similar to how Pat came in last. After their heavy hitters and technical tackle. We need some relief and light entertainment. So the walking jug, the Miz. That's a bit harsh, isn't it, Mark?
That's a bit cruel, Mark. I'm not
surprised
gonna lie.
he's come out here.
I am. Why is he looking so jovial?
I don't think he heard it.
I
don't think he heard it.
Yeah.
He must have been so pumped up with the crowd in Gorilla.
He
He must have thought Mark Henry gave him a right entrance.
He had his beats on backstage listening to his own theme song before he came out.
Last pick then for
Spot
SmackDown.
then. Tyler Breeze!
No, that's the last pick!
Oh my god, he did
Tyler,
it
why
as
is
a
he
favour for him. He did it as a favour, for God's sake.
Oh, it's a charity here on SmackDown. What the hell's going on?
What a dumpster fire pick this is.
There's Tyler. Well, that was cut short.
What's happening?
What happened to Tyler Breeze's entrance?
Can we cut back to Tyler, please?
Well,
Oh
Jericho.
my god.
He's made it! He was running late, but he's here now. Chris Jericho, number 9.
Hang on.
Better late
Do you
than
know who
never.
wasn't running late? Do you know who wasn't running late? Tyler Breeze. He made it here on time. Why did his entrance got cut short?
He's not a main eventer. He's not a main
Oh
eventer.
my
Nobody
god.
cared.
Get out of here,
The
Chris
camera cut
Jericho.
straight to Jericho as soon as he arrived.
Ridiculous.
That's unfortunate for Tyler Breeze.
Tyler Breeze is going to
Number
go
one
above,
In the women's division, Bayley is back to get and reclaim her championship, which she lost at WrestleMania due to a cash-in.
Yeah, she managed to beat a challenger, and then Dakota Kai cashed in that Money in the Bank briefcase, winning the championship. Something that I didn't think anyone expected against Bayley. But she managed it.
And
speaking
of,
of,
Dakota,
yeah.
that is where SmackDown is going to go for their first pick.
Is it going to be a long
Bayley's
reign?
championship honour.
It is. It looks weird not being on Bayley. I feel like she's held that championship for so long. It was ridiculous.
She held the Money in the Bank briefcase for so long.
She did. People had actually forgotten that she had it at certain points. Just keeping it hush hush.
On to our second pick. So Mark Henry is continuing
God.
this domination on Raw. Shayna Baszler, number 2.
Mark Henry sums up the red band perfectly. Just the monstrous power of all the competitors they've got.
Survivor Series should be interesting.
Yeah. It's like a seesaw. On one side
David
a brick,
versus
on the other side a
Goliath.
feather. God.
Number 2 then for SmackDown. The winner of the Women's WrestleMania Battle
Yep.
Royale, Candice LeRae. She came
does
so
actually-
close in the Elimination Chamber and the
She
Royal
did.
Rumble.
Both
She
of them.
finally got it at WrestleMania.
And she does have an opportunity for the Women's Championship down the road. It's up to her when she decides to use it. Of course, it's not like the Money in
She
the
should
Bank.
be
She has
using
to.
it right now against Dakota, because looking at the other challenges, she doesn't want to wait until, say, Bayley gets it back.
That is true. That is very true.
Mark Henry then picking up a superstar who was
Oh, yeah.
one of the main matches last night at WrestleMania, and that is Asuka just losing out to Bayley.
There was a couple of moments where I
Women's
thought she
Championship.
might have got. There was a couple of moments where I thought she might have got the victory, but she just didn't manage in the end. Bayley just kept
She gave the
getting
assist
out
to
of it.
Dakota.
She did.
She damaged Bayley enough so Dakota could come in and steal the championship.
But she went for the Asuka lock a couple of times and Bayley just managed to hold on somehow. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Great submission defense.
What are you doing, Sammy? I get that you're going for experience, but Alexa Bliss, she's tiny. What
Has
is
he got a
he
bit of a
doing
height
for?
complex here, Sammy, so he wants to keep all his superstars under him.
Oh my god. I mean, that is a good pick, to be fair. Alexa Bliss is a very sneaky character. If she wants to be champion,
underestimate her
Yeah.
actual barrel.
she's incredibly talented, but she's so small. What are you doing, Sammy? Oh, great.
Mark Henry
Great.
straight up with the trophy. It's
Great.
looking good for Team Blue at the minute. Continuing the pressure, the man, Becky Lynch at number 4 for Raw.
Damn, that's a good pick. Oh my god. Raw is... Well, the
this
women's
talent,
division
all
is
this talent.
stacked. Oh, SmackDown
There's
are in
only
trouble.
one women's championship, so either Raw or SmackDown will hold it.
Dakota backstage
Becky Lynch.
absolutely sweating bullets now, thinking, oh my god. Oh, that's a bit more like
Experience again
it.
for Sammy.
That's a bit more
Sasha
like it. Sasha
Hmm.
Banks. What do you mean,
How are they going to strike fear into the heart of a champion
No,
as soon as
she's not.
Dakota
She's
loses
not.
that belt to either a Becky Lynch, Sasha, Shayna or Asuka? Sasha Banks is going to stand no chance.
I don't know. Don't count her out. Do not count her out. You can say that for every single woman drafted so far. They all have the talent to be champion. It's just a matter of opportunity and timing. Let's see.
The fourth pick for Sasha, the final pick for Raw. It's going to a woman who dominated on her debut and proved she will
Ooh.
always be championship material. Ready to step up is Ember Moon.
Now this is an interesting choice by Mark Henry. Did not expect Ember Moon to be drafted. She has a
That's right,
devastating
though, the debut
Eclipse
year, hitting
finisher.
that Eclipse and everybody becoming champion.
Yeah,
Well,
she
she'll be
is
back for the big time.
equally as strong as everyone else drafted. Oh boy, Dakota Kai has a lot to keep an eye out for here tonight. And the
Dakota
future.
Kai won't be champion after the first pay-per-view.
That is incredibly possible. The last pick has all the tools for a breakout moment. Interesting. Rhea Ripley. Okay, that's an interesting choice.
Finally, some power for SmackDown in the women's division.
Doesn't have the experience, but my god, is she a strong competitor in more than one way. If she wants to be champion, I'm sure she can make it happen once again. Had a brief experience last season.
And there we go then. The recap. 4 champions coming out first for picks 1 and 2. Drew, Seth, Matt Hardy and Otis. And Kevin Owens, The Fiend in there. Keith Lee, Roman Reigns. Look at them names then. Sammy got a bit greedy and got British Strong Style and
British
all
Strong
of
Style.
Undisputed Era in 2 picks.
Yeah, he also
Cesaro.
split apart the tag team with Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, Chris Jericho, there you go, taking his actual
Yeah.
spot. Tyler Breeze,
What a
not in 15th.
jackass. What an absolute jackass Chris Jericho is. Tyler Breeze going to be fuming somewhere.
Henry got in store for The Undertaker. And there we go for the women's side. The women's champion Dakota Kai going to SmackDown, but there's only one women's championship and it can only be held on one brand, of course. So Raw will be looking to get that back ASAP. But for now, that ends the draft for Series 2.